I'm going to teach you guys how to build and set up the best bungalow in Schedule 1. If you guys are excited, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, make sure to hit that bell notification to never miss a single video, and let's jump in right into this. To begin this process, you need to unlock the warehouse. You need to progress the story far enough so you can actually unlock this. You can only enter after 6 p.m., which if you go to your settings, enable console settings, enable plus FN escape, press set time to 1800. That will automatically go into 6 p.m. Once you have this place open, you can just walk in. And basically, to hire employees, we need to head to this side of the room, head upstairs. We need to talk to Manny, which you want to press, I want to hire an employee, which you can hire a cleaner, a botanist, a handler, and a chemist. You need to hire probably all 4 of these. So we're probably going to do purchase one by one here. We're going to purchase the cleaner here. So we're going to tell him to go to the bungalow, which will cost $1,000. We'll make a deal. There we go. We will go ahead and purchase a botanist. Go to the bungalow. Purchase. There we go. We have that. Purchase a handler. Take it to the bungalow. There we go. Now purchase the chemist. That is the last person that we need. Bungalow. Now we purchased all of our employees. If you go over here, this is all the weapons. You can purchase melee weapons, ranged weapons, whatever you want. Then to order some of your stations, you need to come over to Oscar and say, I like to purchase something. And this is where you're going to get all your goodies. You're going to get all of your stations that you will unlock through chemistry, lab oven, cauldron, packaging station, brick press, mixing stations. We have the beds, we have the LED lights, we have the sprinklers, we have all the pots, we have all the soils. I would recommend going with extra long soils. Then get the racks, get the moisture pots, get the LED lights, get the drying rack. Then try to purchase everything here on the screen or purchase what you have. Then make sure to purchase some beds. To purchase your shelves, go to Dan's Hardware and you come in here and you can purchase the small storage, the medium storage, and the large storage. I would highly recommend grabbing some trash cans, grab some trash bags. You can grab a locker, grab some beds. So the best way to set this up, you're going to align this rack here all the way around this whole entire room. Everyone's bases will be different, so it will not look like mine. I'm not expecting it to look like mine, so I'm just going to align every single one of them just like this in a nice little square. You can put some in the middle, but I highly recommend just keeping a square like this. Then place your pots down just like this. Place it all around this room. Nice and dandy. Now let's grab the lights. We're going to set them right here above the racks here. Well, below the plant, I should say. Then just place them down here. They can be a little weird, but you should get them to actually place on these racks, just like this. So we have a nice little square, which is very nice. All right, I'm just gonna place the lockers in the back of the room. This is a perfect fit. There we go, perfectly. So we have room for lockers and for the shelves. Also, make sure to place all your stations down so we can get things rolling here. I'll set one right here. So we have one here, one there, one on the side. I'll set the oven right here. This is how to assign the cleaners in Schedule 1. We gotta make sure we place our trash cans down. So I'm gonna put one in the center here. I'll put 2 in the center. Then I'll put trash bags right here. So basically you need to pull out your pencil and paper. So basically you're gonna pull out the clipboard. We're going to interact with the cleaner here. We need to assign him to a specific locker. So make sure you click it. And we're gonna assign him to this one right here. And there we go. He's successfully assigned to it. And make sure that we need to put money inside a locker so we can actually hire him just like this. So there we go. He won't work unless you put money inside his locker. Interact with him again. Now we need to assign him to trash cans. Select the assigned trash cans, which is the art of 3. We're going to select it. Then once it's highlighted in green, you're going to click on it. And there we go. It's assigned to it. You repeat this for the second trash can. There we go. Now repeat it for the last trash can. There we go. Look, and now he's picking up trash, which is very nice. And he will clean up this whole area for you. Yeah, so the cleaner is pretty easy. So pretty dandy. And that's basically how a cleaner works. Look, he has all the trash. It's all ready like this, which is nice. So nice and dandy. And this makes it where your kind of work area won't be as messy and he will clean it up. So this is what it looks like. I love this guy. He does such a good work here. He's doing his job and I love it. On to the next one. This is how to assign a chemist in Schedule 1. So basically we need to interact with the chemist here and make sure he's assigned to a specific locker, which it needs to be any locker. Click on one of them and make sure it has money inside them for them to get paid. And now we need to assign them to a a specific station, which we want to do the chemistry station, which we select this. There we go. It is now selected. Then now we need to assign the destination to the lab oven so he can transfer these goodies into the lab oven. Then you set this destination where he's going to bring it. So you set the destination and he's going to bring it to this shelf right here. The chemistry is working now. It is fully in the works here. We have 7 minutes on it, which is roughly like 8 minutes to actually fully cook this. So it's going to go into the chemistry station, to the lab, to the final product, and then he's going to move it to the shelf here. We can also assign him to the mixing station. We just click on the mixing station. There we go. And he's already set to a specific locker there. Then we need to set the destination to the mixing station, which would be this one here. We select on the destination. Then we can do this locker right here. Well, we can do this shelf right here, which is already selected. So as you see here, it's already linked to that shelf over there. Once it has the player icon under it, that's mean you've done it successfully. So for this to work, make sure to have your recipe selected or this won't work and he won't do his job. We have the acid, we have the red pills, and we have the phosphorus. That is a weird word to say. Hopefully I said that right. But you just need these 3 items to make this. And once he's assigned to this, he will transfer that to here, make this here. After this is done, it will ding and we transfer it to here. Then it will go to this locker here or whatever locker, well, shelf that you have it linked to, and it will do that. It can be quite confusing at times, but once you get the hang of things, it's going to be easier and easier. And you can just apply this to every apartment or house that you do. But if you want to do other machines, it works the same way as doing other machines and stations. It works the same way. Just repeat that process on other stations, which it's very easy. So now the chemistry is done. So he's going to come in here. He's going to grab his ingredients that are done. Then he's going to grab the little liquid meth here, as you say, and he's going to do it again. And basically he's going to repeat it until you run out of ingredients to make it. So he's going to keep coming in here. He's going to keep making it, and it's going to go like this. The process will begin to make this into crystals, which will take up to 6 minutes. Then it will come to one of these shelves. Go to the chemist, press the pencil here. I click on the lab, then 3 out of 4, there we go, the lab oven's there. So make sure the chemist is actually on the oven, so that person will start making the crystal on the lab oven. This oven is set to the shelf right here, and this one is set to the lab oven, so it can get here to there to here. That's how you get the meth crystals on the shelf. So if you get a shelf, put the ingredients that you want to make onto a shelf. Then make sure you have the mixing station. Pull out your clipboard, go into the handler. We're going to go take the route from this shelf to the mixing station. And now, so you're going to start walking over here. So you're going to pick up the donut, pick up the OG Kush, and place it on the mixing station. So now we have a chemist. So we're going to assign this chemist to a locker. We'll assign to this locker here. Interact with the chemist. I'm going to assign him to this one right here. Bada bing, bada bing. And he should come over here and do it. There you go. He's coming. He's coming. All right. Let me change the quantity to 10. Set the destination. Interact with the machine. Destination. We'll put it right about there. Then after he's done, he will bring these items to this shelf right here. There we go. Look, we got our sweet smegma. That's what we created with our ingredient. So she moved it to the shelf right here. This is how to assign a botanist in Schedule 1. So basically we need to assign him to a locker as always. I'm going to assign him to this locker right here. Place your money inside of the locker so he starts working. He's already assigned to a locker, and we need to select the supplies that he needs to grab those from, which will be the siege, which is right here. The seeds will go right here. So that means we need to place seeds and soil in the same area. So he'll start grabbing them. All right, the supply's already grabbed. And now we need to link the pots, which we need to select the pencil icon. We need to select the pots/drying racks. Select that. And then we're just going to come in here. We're going to select all of these. Preferably just assign it to any. That's usually what I do. Then I will select the speed grow. You guys can do whatever you want on this one. Now we need to assign the rest of these pots here, just like this. We have 2 out of 8. I'm going to assign this one. I'm going to assign that one. And assign this one. Assign this one. Assign this one. Assign this one. Now I have all 8 pots assigned to all 8 of these, which we need to hire another one so we can get the rest. All right, I'm going to hire another botanist here to the bungalow. There we go. Deal. All right, so we have another botanist over here, so we need to assign him to another locker here, which will be the last one here. here and we're going to tell them what supplies to get it from, which would be this one right here. And make sure to place money inside a locker so he starts working. We're going to assign him to the pots here. So we're going to do this one right here. Click the pencil. Do this one right here. Click the pencil. And you basically just keep repeating it until all the pots are assigned. I'm getting pushed over. There we go. The rest should be guaranteed here. There we go. He's going to come in here and he's going to put soil in all these pots so we can get these done. As you see here, the pots are getting watered and grown nice and easy. And that's how you set up a botanist in Schedule 1, which is looking very clean right now. And with the botanist, make sure to set the plots, set the destination to the plots, to the pots. We're just going to click on all these right here. We're going to click on every single pot here, interact with it, set the destination. I'm going to set it to this back one right here. So this is where all the seeds are going to go after they clip them. Here we go. They're going to start clipping them like this. Then it's going to go to the shelf back here. This is how to assign a handler in Schedule 1. So we need to assign this person to a specific locker, which will be this one over here, and make sure it has money in it so the worker can start working. So we're going to link this person to a packaging station. So click on assign a station, and then you're going to click on the packaging station right there. Then it'll be linked to this one. Now, here's the tricky part. We're going to go to the handler once again. We're going to add a new route here. Couple of them actually. Now we're going to assign this person to go from this shelf right here to this machine right here, so she can bring the resources from here to here so the chemist can keep doing his job. So here she goes. She's coming in here, she's grabbing the materials or the ingredients, and she's going to put them right here on the chemistry station to deliver the products so the chemistry dude can keep doing his work. So now we need to link this one. So we're going to click on the handler once again. We're going to go from this shelf right here, then to this one, so she can package it, and press on from to this shelf to this station right here, so she can put those. So we need to assign, this is what we need to do. So we're going to select on the routes. We're going to press from. So we're going to start from the jars to go to the packaging station. All right, I had this working, but it's not. So from, click the seeds. Then we're going to go from to the packaging station. All right, we're going to do it again. Go from, add a new one. Go from the route to the jars, then press 2, then from this area. Now we need to set a destination where to put the products after she packaged it. So she's going to take it to this shelf right here because it's the closest one. And there we go. She's going to come in here. She's going to package them, and then she's going to deliver to the shelf right here. Look at this. It's already done. Easy as cake. So now we have a setup where she's packaging everything here at the station, mark 2, and she brings all the supplies here, and then she basically goes back and forth from these two shelves, brings the supplies over here, packages them, and then she places it right here. It's that easy. And we have a whole area here. This is insane. We have so much going on here. And basically when this shelf gets more empty, they will keep cutting it, keep placing them on this shelf here. And she'll keep going back and forth, packaging them, and then we're just gonna have a whole shelf ready to sell. So basically how I have this set up here is, if I actually remember, is I have the packaging station mark 2 assigned to these two shelves right here. Then I have these pots over here. After they're done, they go to this shelf right here. So basically they go to this shelf and it gets brought over here to these two shelves, and it gets rotated, and she brings the packaging ones into the back two shelves, and then these get rotated back all the way around to this shelf right here. And this is why we have so many stacked back here. So we have about probably close to 1,000 already. So this is what happens. As long as I upkeep on jars and keep ordering the seeds, will be good on this. And they just keep going back and forth and making weed basically all day. So this is how this is set up. And once I delivered a car here, I have one of these people. I have the handler assigned to just click from, and then click this, then to from this shelf for the jars. Then I just order the seeds myself because these actually last a while, and this is pretty much automated OG Kush for pretty much hours, and it works very well. And as these back to stack up with OG Kush, it gets rotated around back onto the shelf over here. But it is getting kind of full. There's only a couple slots left here, which kind of sucks. But with this small house, you can't really do much, so that's why I decided to do a weed only and not just like meth altogether, because it was getting really crumbled in this area. So I just did weed only, and I just hired about 3 or 4 handlers to do all the jobs so they can keep rotating around the weed from shelf to shelf, so it doesn't come to a dead stop. So that's basically how I've been doing it. So this shelf is almost completely full. I could add another shelf back here. This is almost cool. So I could bring these two, put it back here, and we have about 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 170. There's another 100 right there. That's like 200. That's about 300, 400. Then we have 500 right here. Yeah, it's about 500, but it's going to sell for a lot more here. You can obviously make more from this if you just have shelves beyond shelves and just save up days on days on this. You're going to have more than this, way more than this. So this is just what it looks like from today. Well, the last couple hours. So it's pretty good so far. Then I have this room back here filled with pots and everything, and all these OG Kush back here and extra shelves in the back just in case I need them. And it gets a little crumbled trying to walk through here, but at the end of the day, they're going to be doing stuff anyways. So I just got to remember to order more jars than do more seeds so they keep rotating around and just keep doing it. So it's pretty nice. Which I don't think I can make a lot of money just from selling it to people, which I could be wrong. I could just bring like a whole inventory of OG Kush and see how much I can sell, because it can get really crazy how much you can sell here. I do have extra jars. All right, so I'm going to do, I'm going to get a whole inventory space of OG Kush. Why do I have a thing over here? I'm gonna grab a whole inventory space. I'm gonna see how much we can sell in one go. Probably not much. Okay, that's a police officer. I don't want to sell it to him. Speed over here. What is he doing? Stop moving. Here's a pending offer, of course. So I can offer them. Yeah, that's way too much. Let's say between two of them, maybe. Okay, she doesn't. Okay, cool. Why does nobody want anything? So 380. There we go. Money right there. Almost 400. If you do it during the nighttime, you get more money. See how much we get there. $380. Nice. Greg, you want any? See how much you'll get. Let's see this. Almost 600 right there. That's crazy. This is barbershop money. Oh, you don't want any? Okay. You want some of this? Oh, screw you too then. Hey, you want some of this? Oh, you have a chance. 73. Another $380. Nice. How you doing? Oh, you want a lot. God damn. I can give you a lot. What are you eyeballing me for? No! I was about to sell 4,000 worth of OG Kush and he declined it. How do I get unlimited sellers for the OG Kush? For that $380 right there. Sell this guy 5 of them maybe. Oh my god, I just made $950 from that. I just accepted it, man. Come on. Oh, Benji and Molly Presley. Look, I can go to them right now. Watch. I accepted his money. Look. Plus 10,000. This is Molly. And it tells me how much they made. Then Benji, Coleman. Let's see what this guy buys. There we go. He bought that. Where's Benji at? Oh, I see him. You're right next to him. I gotta deliver this OG Kush real quick. More OG Kush right here. I'm gonna go for 600. Oh, dude, I want to make so much money. Make this guy deal real quick here. Another $380. Nice. Get this guy over here. 10 OG Kush. There we go. We just made $500. Let's see how much I can give this guy. Let's go. $570. I just walked right by police and they didn't even see me. Tell me how that makes sense. All right, I'm gonna order more jars at the place. So 100 Bungalow. There we go. What is up, Billy? You want some 15? There you go. $650. We made 700, almost $900 right there. That's insane. Another person right here. 12 OG Kush. Let's do more. Nice. Another 600. You want 12 OG Kush. There you go. $600. Let's see if he'll buy any. Bruh. You can pretty much triple the amount of money if you sell more of this, like early in the morning, and just go ham. You can sell a lot. Just from weed alone, this is how much you can sell. It's ridiculous. And this is not even on top of selling for like cocaine sales for like triple amount of OG Kush. So you could probably make a couple $100,000 if you actually like sell. Because everything is worth so much money. Once you set everything up on each house and everything doing by itself, it's just insane money.